There we go. Ooh, it's getting hot. I think I have a little onion in it. Well, I have onion powder. It's kind of a quick thing here. So we're going to splatter a little bit of garlic in it. Probably a half a teaspoon. A little onion powder in it. Well, actually, those are about a quarter of a teaspoon. A splash of ground turmeric. I put turmeric in everything. Add a little splash of water. Woo! Some black cardamom. Some ground ginger. Spice this all up. What gives vegan food and whole plant-based food its flavors is the spices. This is the kelp. Put quite a bit of that in there. Probably half a teaspoon. Just doing this a little bit. Let me grab my spinach. Just throw a handful of spinach in there because it will cook down. A lot of greens. Lots of greens. And put a little black cumin in it. Black cumin is Dr. Greger's one of his spices that he recommends for health. In fact, he's added it to his daily spice regimen. So I added it to mine. So I really enjoy Dr. Greger's research and his thoughts on it all. So, alright, that's cooking down pretty good. The kale is definitely cooked down. I'm going to throw in the quinoa. Leftover quinoa in here. There'll be more greens than quinoa almost. Let's keep that through a little bit. Smells good. That cooked down a little bit. And I'm going to make a little sauce with about a tablespoon of liquid aminos, about a teaspoon of maple syrup. Let me get a fork. And a little bit of nutritional yeast. Put some of that in there to kind of thicken it up. A nice little flavor. Stir that up. We'll add that when this is heated through. Give it a nice flavor. And the nori sheets, I just trim it with my kitchen scissors. It comes in sheets like this. And I don't use a lot. I use maybe, there's like a little bit of this, and then usually I don't even use that. I use like a quarter of it. And cut it. Whoops. And then I just cut little strips. Okay. I add that to it. Be you like more, that's great. But I just want a little flavor in there. Almost done. That. Let me throw in my couple of pieces of my tempeh. I have 3 little pieces here. Put that in there and kind of put them up, heat them up a little bit. It's nice to have leftovers. This is from last night, except I'm adding kale and spinach, making more like a sushi bowl. Last night was more just a quinoa bowl with tempeh. In fact, it's on my website, nutritionforlife1.com. Nutrition spelled N-E-W. Nutrition. Okay, I think this is done. Add my broth. Give it some of that wonderful flavor. Turn off my heat. Let that simmer just a little bit to get that sauce in there. Slide that off my heat. I have electric stove. It's not my favorite. I used to have gas. Just much better. But this place only has electric. So I have my bowl here. Let me raise this up just a little bit. There we go. I have my bowl. Stir this up real quick. And if you don't know, kind of a messy cook. Oops, yep, there goes some spinach on the side there. And then what I like to do is put a little bit of ginger on top. I love pickled ginger. I don't eat it all a lot. Oops, big piece. But I do eat it. I like it. Gives it just enough flavor for it. Maybe just a little bit of splash of liquid aminos on top. And maybe some sesame seeds. Should have toasted those. I keep my sesame seeds in the freezer. I have a jar of them. So there we go. Voila! Sushi bowl with leftovers. Wow! How easy is that? You see that okay? Isn't it beautiful? So, if get this working. If you enjoy sushi and different things like that, this is perfect for an alternative. It doesn't have any meat in it. The protein would be the quinoa. The greens, of course, spinach and kale. And then you have a little bit of sauce in there for it. But it's really good, whole food, plant-based. I'm going to sit down and enjoy this. Thanks. So I'm sitting here eating my lunch that I made today. It's a quinoa sushi bowl. I don't know if you can see it. It is lovely. Doesn't look like it in the picture. But it's with leftover quinoa I cooked last night. And I sauteed some kale, fresh kale and fresh spinach. And I put some seasonings in. I put black cumin, paprika, nutritional yeast, onion powder, garlic powder, some kelp flakes, and then I cut up little pieces of nori sheet in it, and then I put a little bit of pickled ginger on it. Made me a little sauce of liquid aminos and maple syrup with a little nutritional yeast in it, and mixed it up and put it in there after it was all cooked. Then I had leftover tempeh, that I sauteed yesterday, and it was seasoned with, I just put little strips in a skillet with no oil, and I had it marinated in a little veggie broth, some liquid amino, some maple syrup, smoked paprika, black pepper, and black cumin. And then I sauteed that up a little bit in my skillet last night. So I had 3 pieces of it, and I chopped it up and put it in my sushi bowl too. So it's really easy to do, but it's really healthy, whole food, plant-based, high in protein because it has quinoa, which is very high in protein, and also the tempeh is very high in protein, but it's very good for your gut because it's a fermented soybean. It's very good for you. Anyway, I'm going to finish eating this, and I'm running to town I live out in the country, so I'm running to town to meet a client, and we are actually going grocery shopping together because this lifestyle, this whole food plant-based lifestyle is just eating real food. So it's a new experience for people that have been on Weight Watchers or other food programs, packaged foods, things, and shakes, and all that kind of stuff. And this is just with real food: spinach, kale, tempeh, some seasonings, quinoa, or you could use rice. It's very simple. When I lost about 35 pounds, got off all my meds, definitely worth eating this way. It makes me feel really good. All right, thanks. See you later.